Across the United States, Canada, and Europe, a new medical revolution is quietly taking shape inside advanced biotechnology facilities. Scientists are now developing a method to produce artificial human skin using living cells, precision robotics, and powerful AI systems. This technology is designed to solve one of the most critical medical challenges of modern healthcare, treating severe burn injuries. Every year, thousands of patients suffer life-threatening burns caused by industrial accidents, house fires, and emergencies. In many cases, traditional skin grafts are not enough, and donor shortages make treatment even more difficult. This is where bioprinting technology is changing everything. Inside massive high-security laboratories, engineers and medical researchers work together to grow living human cells in controlled environments. These cells are carefully multiplied inside bioreactor systems that simulate natural body conditions. Temperature, oxygen levels, and nutrients are monitored with extreme precision using AI-driven systems that never sleep. Once enough cells are produced, they are transferred into advanced bioprinting machines capable of building human skin layer by layer. These machines do not print plastic or metal. Instead, they print biological structures that behave like real human tissue. The process is extremely delicate. Each layer of skin must be aligned perfectly to replicate natural texture, elasticity, and healing ability. Robotic arms handle microscopic materials with surgical accuracy, while scientists oversee every step through digital control panels and holographic interfaces. The goal is to create artificial skin that is fully compatible with the human body, capable of integrating seamlessly after transplant. If successful, this technology could dramatically reduce recovery time, lower infection risks, and save millions of lives globally. For countries like the United States, Canada, and across Europe, this innovation represents. Within the core of these advanced biomanufacturing facilities, the production process of artificial human skin continues with remarkable precision. After the initial cultivation of living cells, the next stage involves transforming biological material into structured tissue layers that replicate the complexity of real skin. This is not a simple mechanical task. It requires synchronization between artificial intelligence, robotics, and cellular biology at an extremely advanced level. Every movement inside the facility is calculated, monitored, and corrected in real time by autonomous systems designed to eliminate even the smallest margin of error. The bioprinting machines operate in ultra-sterile environments where air quality is controlled at a microscopic level. Even a single contamination particle could compromise an entire batch of living tissue. Because of this, engineers wear fully sealed protective suits while working alongside robotic systems that perform most of the physical operations. These machines deposit bioink made from living cells in extremely thin layers, gradually forming the structure of human skin. Each layer must align perfectly with the previous one to ensure proper biological function, including elasticity, oxygen absorption, and healing response. Artificial intelligence plays a central role in this process. Advanced algorithms analyze millions of biological data points every second to ensure that the printed tissue behaves like natural human skin. If any irregularity is detected, the system instantly adjusts temperature, pressure, or cell density to correct the issue. This level of automation allows production to continue continuously, 24 hours a day, without interruption. As a result, what once took weeks in traditional laboratory conditions can now be achieved in a fraction of the time. In parallel, quality control systems perform constant scanning using high-resolution imaging technology. These scans verify that every microstir, after the artificial skin is fully formed and passes all quality control checks, it moves into the final stage of preparation before medical use. Inside these advanced biotechnology facilities, packaging and preservation are treated with the same level of precision as the production itself. The newly created tissue is extremely sensitive, requiring carefully controlled temperature, humidity, and oxygen conditions to remain viable. Automated robotic systems transfer each sheet of bioprinted skin into sterile containment units designed specifically to protect living biological material during transport. These containment systems are not ordinary storage boxes. They are equipped with microenvironment regulators that continuously monitor the condition of the tissue inside. If any deviation is detected, internal systems instantly correct it to maintain perfect stability. This ensures that the artificial skin remains fully functional until it reaches hospitals or trauma centers. In many cases, these units are transported using autonomous vehicles or medical drones capable of delivering life-saving materials within hours, even across long distances. At the same time, medical teams in hospitals across the United States, Canada, and Europe prepare for emergency integration procedures. Surgeons and specialists are trained to apply bioprinted skin in critical burn cases where traditional grafts are not possible. Before application, the artificial tissue is carefully matched to the patient's biological profile using advanced diagnostic systems. This ensures compatibility and reduces the risk of rejection, which has always been a major challenge in transplant medicine. Once the procedure begins, robotic-assisted surgical systems help doctors apply the artificial skin with extreme precision. The goal is not only to cover damaged areas, but to restore natural skin function as closely as possible. Over time, the transplanted tissue begins to integrate with the patient's body. As the artificial skin begins to integrate with the human body, the healing process enters a critical phase that demonstrates the true potential of bioprinting technology. In advanced medical centers across the United States, Canada, and Europe, patients recovering from severe burn injuries are now being closely monitored using real-time biometric systems. These systems track tissue regeneration at a microscopic level, analyzing how the implanted skin connects with existing blood vessels, nerves, and surrounding tissue structures. The goal is to ensure that the healing process remains stable, natural, and free from complications. Unlike traditional skin grafts, bioprinted tissue is designed to actively support regeneration. It does not simply cover damaged areas. It interacts with the body's biological systems to accelerate healing. Over time, new capillaries begin to form within the transplanted skin, allowing oxygen and nutrients to flow naturally. This process reduces the risk of infection and significantly improves recovery outcomes for patients who previously had limited treatment options. For many, this technology represents not just medical progress, but a second chance at life. Behind the scenes, researchers continue to refine and improve the bioprinting process. Massive datasets collected from patient recoveries are fed back into artificial intelligence systems, allowing machines to learn and enhance future production accuracy. Every successful transplant contributes to a growing knowledge base that makes the technology more reliable and efficient. Engineers are also working on next-generation printers capable of producing even more complex tissues, including full layers of functional human organs in the future. Hospitals equipped with this technology are becoming increasingly dependent on rapid delivery systems. Autonomous drones and medical transport networks ensure that artificial skin reaches emergency rooms within hours of production. As this technology advances further, the focus is shifting from emergency treatment toward long-term medical transformation. In research centers across America, Canada, and Europe, scientists are now exploring how bioprinted tissues can be improved to replicate not just human skin, but also its deeper biological functions. This includes sensation, temperature response, and long-term durability under real-world conditions. The goal is to make artificial skin indistinguishable from natural human tissue in both appearance and function. Inside high-security laboratories, experimental trials are being conducted to test how printed skin responds to external stress factors such as heat, pressure, and environmental exposure. These tests are essential to ensure that the tissue can survive outside controlled environments once implanted in patients. Engineers use advanced simulation systems to recreate extreme conditions, allowing them to observe how the material behaves under real-life scenarios. Every improvement brings the technology closer to full clinical reliability. At the same time, AI-driven systems continue to optimize the production process. Machine learning models analyze thousands of successful and failed tissue prints to identify patterns that improve future outcomes. This continuous feedback loop allows the system to evolve automatically, reducing errors and increasing efficiency. As a result, bioprinting is becoming not just a medical innovation, but a self-improving industrial system capable of scaling globally. Healthcare institutions are also beginning to adapt to this new era. Specialized biomanufacturing units are being integrated into major hospitals, reducing dependency on external supply chains. In critical cases, on-demand production of artificial skin could become a standard procedure, especially in trauma and emergency departments. For countries leading in medical innovation, this represents a major step toward a future where regenerative medicine. As bioprinting technology continues to evolve, its potential applications are expanding far beyond emergency burn treatment. In advanced research facilities across the United States, Canada, and Europe, scientists are now exploring how the same core technology used to print artificial skin can be adapted for broader regenerative medicine. This includes repairing complex tissue damage, reconstructing surgical wounds, and eventually developing fully functional biological structures that could replace traditional transplant methods entirely. One of the most important developments in this field is the increasing precision of cellular control. Modern bioprinters are now capable of arranging living cells at a microscopic level with extraordinary accuracy. This allows scientists to replicate the natural architecture of human tissue in ways that were previously impossible. By controlling how cells grow, connect, and interact, researchers can guide the formation of tissue that behaves almost exactly like its natural counterpart. At the same time, artificial intelligence is becoming deeply integrated into every stage of development. AI systems are no longer just monitoring production, they are actively designing improvements. By analyzing massive datasets from ongoing experiments, these systems can predict how changes in cell structure or printing techniques will affect final outcomes. This predictive capability significantly reduces development time and accelerates innovation across the entire industry. Hospitals in developed regions are beginning to prepare for a future where biomanufacturing becomes a core part of healthcare infrastructure. Instead of relying solely on donor-based treatments, medical centers may soon have direct access to on-site or regional bioproduction units. This shift could redefine emergency response systems, making advanced treatment available within hours rather than days. As this transformation continues, the boundary between medicine and Manu,